to the Oval Office, where just moments ago, President Trump greeted and honored survivors of the attack on Pearl Harbor. Those who had been on the USS Arizona during Japan's surprise air attack on Hawaii in 1941 also got to hear their stories retold by the president. By the way, at the end, we understand that the president took a shouted question at the end about what he hoped to accomplish with his staff shakeup today, and his reply was, "Make America great again." And speaking of Hawaii, Hawaii's announcement today came out, and it wasn't about Pearl Harbor, because that's in December. The announcement is that it is creating a preparedness plan in the event of a North Korean missile attack. Officials are now saying that the plan includes evacuation drills for school students and public service announcements that say, get inside, and stay tuned. There will also be apparently tests of a new emergency siren on the first workday of every month. Should this be alarming, or is this a good thing to be doing? Just how likely is an attack by North Korea on the United States? Let's bring in Fox News strategic analyst Lieutenant Colonel Ralph Peters.
Hi, Liz.
All right. I would say it's always great to be prepared, right?
You're exactly right. And Hawaii is not reacting hysterically. They're not telling people it's going to happen tomorrow, build your bunkers. They're doing what civil defense organizations, emergency reaction organizations should do. Prepare, and you prepare not for the best, you prepare for the worst. North Korea can't hit Hawaii yet. It can't miniaturize nuclear warheads yet, but we've got to be prepared for the day when it can. And so I think the authorities in Hawaii are behaving wisely and with an eye on the future. And it's just sad that we've come to this. We're back in the days of the Cold War drill, get under your desk.
Oh, I remember that, even in the 70s. Okay, but wait a minute. You just said it can't reach Hawaii yet, but apparently they are capable of launching a missile, North Korea, that can travel about 4,100 miles. Hawaii, meaning Honolulu, is about, I guess, 4,500 miles, just out of reach. But Fairbanks, Alaska, is within just 3,600 miles. So
yes.
Is Alaska doing the same thing?
Well, I actually think if North Korea were going to hit either Alaska or Hawaii, they'd go for Hawaii because of the Pearl Harbor imagery. I mean, they're aware of the history. But yes, certainly Alaska also should be preparing. And unfortunately, the way things are going, the cities on our west coast are going to start to have to prepare at some point. And so it's important to get that balance. And you understand this, Liz, the balance between preparedness and hysteria and overreaction. We can't do that. But unquestionably, if North Korea's progress toward an accurate ICBM with a nuclear warhead is not interdicted, if it's not stopped somehow, this threat will be very, very real.
All right. Well, what about regime change? CIA Director Mike Pompeo was at an event last night where he really hinted heavily that Kim Jong-un cannot remain the leader and that regime change would be the way to go. But don't we need China for that? Well,
regime change is a great idea, but how? And China, I just do not believe China will ever help us to the degree it would be required, because China sees North Korea as a valuable ally in peace and war. It's a distractor for us and a potential wartime ally. So if you wanted regime change, again, great idea, but the only way I can see to do it would be to, and I'm serious, one of these scheduled great parades where all of the leadership is on the reviewing stand, you just take out the reviewing stand, you kill hundreds instead of seeing the deaths of hundreds of thousands. But we're probably not going to do that because we don't think like that. We'd rather wait for the war to come and have blood all over the map.
Well, wow, okay. You know, there is not that we endorse assassination, but the CIA has been known, or certainly Mossad can do it. I don't think this is Israel's fight. But
if you kill one person, it's assassination. If you kill 100, it's an act of self-defense.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Ralph, thank you very much.
Thank you, Liz.
Lieutenant Colonel Ralph Peters. Have a good weekend. Closing.